Now the game just needs to catch up with itself. There we go. Oh, my controller.
I have to wait for this ad.
Ah, there we go. You'll live, maybe. I mean, depends on the ad.
It's for fucking Rage 2, which I don't give a shit about.
Why did they make a sequel? Nobody even remembers the first one that happened.
Exactly.
But yeah. Let's see if actually changing the oh no, the screen resolution stayed at this. Actually, I'm gonna see if the 720p is gonna make any sort of change visually. Probably not, but whatever. Oh, and just in case you're wondering, this cutscene, each time you load the game, is completely unskippable, but it makes sense that they would do that considering that the game does not have loading screens. It just gives itself time to, like, you know, start up the stream, start up the system.
You were just dreaming, weren't you? Dumbledore will know what to do.
Okay, let's go.
Where do you think you're going at this hour?
It's Ron's dad.
Dumbledore will know what to do.
Harry was screaming in his sleep.
Was she just sitting there waiting for us this whole time?
Calm down.
You know, taking into account how often they sneak out in the night to do suspicious things,
I will collect you.
she probably just sleeps there.
You go now. There's no time to
Right outside the door.
Yes.
Let's get to Dumbledore.
And she's learned how to sleep standing up too.
I mean, she's like freaking the only teacher who actually does her job.
Right.
What in heaven's name is wrong now?
And yet she still made us fucking Quidditch in 5 minutes, bitch. God damn it.
Hey, I mean, like, you know, she was right.
No, she wasn't. That was horseshit.
But
She didn't even ask us if we wanted to fucking be part of the team. She was just like, "You're on the team now. Get going."
Phineas, I need you to go to your portrait at Grimmauld Place. Tell them Arthur Weasley has been gravely injured.
Professor, please. What's happening to me?
You wished to see me,
Hi, Troy.
Master.
Yes, Seven.
Yo.
I'm afraid we daren't wait even until morning.
Potter, come with me.
Sir?
Now, Potter.
Snape,
Fawkes,
Dumbledore.
and Molly, we've made sure that your father will be found by the right people.
Oh no, this is the entry in the series where they reveal that thing about Snape. And
There is a
Knew it.
between
Ha!
the Dark Lord's mind and your own. You must learn to control this.
You mean he can read my mind?
Read it, control it, unhinge it. If he becomes aware of the connection, occlumency will help you shield yourself. I am about to attempt to break into your mind. Legilimens.
Yeah, because I remember this scene from the movie.
now this is a very ambiguous little thing that they do here. They don't even give you any sort of tutorial for this, but you're basically supposed to tap the wand in the opposite direction, otherwise Snape can read your memories. And interestingly enough, for whatever fucking reason, at least on the PS2, this mini game runs at a higher frame rate than the whole rest of the fucking game.
Huh?
Not sure about the PC version, I can't really tell here. But on the PS2 I definitely noticed that Snape's animations ran way smoother than the whole rest of the game.
They
Okay.
needed that precision.
It really doesn't matter, honestly. which is the
Well,
confusing
they
part.
knew how awesome this scene was, so that's why they did that.
Adequate, Potter. For a first attempt, it was not as poor as it might have been.
Will I have to do many lessons, sir?
Evidence suggests that you are sharing the Dark Lord's thoughts and emotions. It is inadvisable that such a connection should be allowed to continue. Now clear your mind. Let go of all emotion.
It's almost time for you to return to Hogwarts. Before you go, why don't you go and have some fun with your friends? Let Arthur know when you want to leave.
Whatcha, Harry?
Tonks, what's it like to be an Auror? That's what I want to be when I leave Hogwarts.
Well, it's lots of hard work, but being a dark wizard catcher does have its rewards. I better warn you though, there's lots of studying to do before you qualify.
So we can now walk around and talk with everybody.
Fine. Must have been
Yes.
seeing that happen to Mr. Weasley. We're glad you were able to warn us. If you hadn't, things
But yeah,
would become much more
That was definitely one thing I really thought was cool. Us learning that frickin' Harry's dad was a huge douchebag.
Yeah, that was one of the more interesting reveals. Like possibly why Snape would have a grudge against him.
Yeah.
Great! Wow! I wonder how many more things there are to find.
So yeah, I don't blame my friend for making me watch the 4th and 5th movies with him.
It was worth it at least for that. The fourth
Pretty
movie
much.
wasn't really worth it.
Don't let him hear you say that, because Goblet of Fire is his favorite movie out of all of them, so. But, yeah, Goblet of Fire is in first for him and Order of the Phoenix was in second, so that's why he had me watch those two.
Wingardium Leviosa!
And then he was like, and if you don't want to watch the others, okay, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well then I won't.
I would still say, give the last two movies a go.
The noble and most ancient House of Black.
Lestrange.
They're in Azkaban. I used to
Maybe in the
your
distant
mother
future.
blasted me off. I hated a lot of them. Went to live with your father. You haven't seen Creature, have you? He's been missing for quite some time now.
You don't think he could have left the house, do you?
He might despise me, but he still has to have my permission. No, he's skulking around here somewhere. I better look for him.
But yeah, there aren't really many things to interact with around this place. But we still have to do a few events before we can really leave. Also, like, considering these photographs, you can't even really look at them directly. They have like absurd amount of detail to them. Like they're really sharp. Like they're really really sharp, and you can't even fucking look at them.
That sucks.
It's just kind of weird, honestly. But yeah, the whole, like, a lot of the tapestry in that room, it's like, it shows the lineage of his family. It's kind of cool, especially since they replicated it like it looked in the movie.
Meanwhile, still moving at the pacing we all know and love from these games, which is light speed.
Yes. Oh, the next one really tries to step it up, though. Don't worry about it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. They were like, you know what, this, the fifth game is too slow, way too slow. I mean, compared to the other games in this franchise up until now, it does have a slower pace, but I don't think it's bad for it.
Have you seen
No.
Creature? I want to give him his Christmas present.
No, I haven't seen him.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Hi, Harry. Listen, mate, about my dad. I know. I'm sorry.
Sorry? You saved his life.
I'm not sure. I think it was me who did it.
It couldn't have been you, could it? Like Hermione's always saying, you can't leave Hogwarts magically. There's no way it could have been you.
Okay. Let's talk to the owl.
Sorry, Hedwig. You know I can't let you out. Dumbledore says too many owls will draw attention to this house.
Nice little bit of explanation. Like that's another thing I really like about this. There is lots of things to interact with.
I bet he feels as trapped as Sirius does.
There is lots of things to interact with, and interacting with things expands what you know about the universe, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's like examining stuff in Resident Evil.
Right. Speaking of the next game, that's gonna be interesting for me since I have not seen the movie or read. So.
Oh, the story in that one just happens.
It's just a thing.
It's just a thing. I always there we go. I always get stuck in this place.
Creature's been hiding things, so we can't throw them out. Mum's asked me to find anything we might have missed in here. Be careful though. There's some really dangerous stuff in this house. I don't think we'll ever get this place completely clean.
Nope. Let's see.
Accio! I feel so sleepy.
Careful, Harry. Let's see what else there is.
Let's make this place a mess.
No, we're cleaning it according to the tutorial, remember?
Mm-hmm, that's what the tutorial says, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Look at this.
Won't open. Let's see what else there is. What's that book?
Nature's Nobility, a wizarding genealogy.
Nature's Nobility.
The Necronomicon, not important.
What else there is?
Let's see, what else can I...
Incendio!
Nope. Can't put it on fire.
Just burn the whole house down. It's the only way to be sure.
This was awarded to Sirius's grandfather.
Sirius said his grandfather gave the ministry lots.
I mean, if we burn it, then everything will be found. There just won't be anything.
Exactly. We'll have done our job.
Lucius Malfoy married Narcissa Black. That means Sirius has Draco in his family.
No wonder Sirius doesn't want anything to do with them. Thanks, Harry. I think that's everything. I'd better pack. I'll see you later.
Alright. I believe there is... I remember there is something that you can do, like up here somewhere. No, that's just it's like eventually you get to do something. This chapter always gets confusing to me.
Have you seen Creature?
No.
Stuff Hermione in the trunk.
Accio! Depulso!
Thank you, Troy. I'd love some. Frickin', you're a lot more considerate than Ryan is with his food.
But doesn't Ryan live like way far away?
No.
No?
He lives only like a couple minutes from Troy. And Ryan never offers to share any of his food because he's a jerk.
Now to freaking find where Creature is. He probably should be around here.
Creature has to be about here.
So if not here, then there's only one more room in this place. And that's behind a very, very slow, very slow staircase that I cannot run across.
Just jump down it, Harry. You've really let yourself go over the years, man.
I don't like. I could technically go already, but I know that we can actually meet with Creature, and I don't want to skip it, you know.
Right.
Because otherwise you never really see him.
Maybe he's on the roof.
I already tried that.
Depulso!
There isn't any other room on this floor, and I already tried examining all of the other. Like unless he opens the doors straight away from by walking up to it. I want to do something about this curtain, but I can't lock onto it. These doors don't open. Here it's just Hermione and Ron.
What do you think your dad was doing when he was attacked?
Troy, what kind of pizza did you make?
He said he was guarding something at the Ministry. Maybe that weapon we heard about.
Anyway, if I don't find the Creature soon, then I'm just going to... move on. I remember with this after it's...
From the top, just like hump every wall and see if something happens.
No, that's not it.
Like, that's what I would do in this situation.
Like, unless you get a prompt to interact with something, it doesn't really do anything.
Well, maybe, like, something happens to a door that seems locked or some shit. I don't know.
I tried it. Maybe after I try to talk with him, it happens, and otherwise... whatever.
Are you alright, Mr. Weasley?
Absolutely, Harry. St. Mungo's was an interesting experience. You know, a trainee healer there showed me some old Muggle remedies. Did you know they use things called stitches to sew wounds back together? Fascinating.
What really happened when you were attacked?
It's very simple. I'd had a very long day, dozed off, got sneaked up on and bitten. Are you ready to go back to school?
Yes, I'm ready to go.
You should speak to Sirius. He's waiting for you in the tapestry room.
Ah, damn it. I unnecessarily walked around the whole place.
Why?
It really was just the case of, like, because he said, if you want to go, talk to Albert, and I was like, then that means it ends the thing. No. You talk to Albert.
If only knew the vermin infesting our house, it would break Mistress's heart.
My mother didn't have a heart. Now go away, Creature.
Whatever Master wishes. Nasty brat.
There we go.
So, time to go back to Hogwarts.
Seems like we're always saying goodbye.
It won't always be this way. You're a good person, Harry.
Harry! It's Hagrid! He's back!
Hagrid! Where have you been all this time?
Oh, well, that's a bit complicated, you see.
What's going on, Hagrid?
I can't leave without telling someone about him.
About who?
I couldn't just leave him. See, he's my brother, Grop. Well, half-brother. Grop, meet your new friend Hermione.
So that just happened, and we're just gonna move on from there.
Video game pacing at its finest.
Harry, hadn't you better get to Snape's office? You've got your next Occlumens.
Still better than the fourth game.
Yeah. it still makes like a logical, more or less logical from there to there connection.
Yeah. Whereas in the fourth game, stuff just happened.
Oh, in the fourth game, Hagrid was a child murderer?
Yes. He just fucking sick dragon on for no fucking reason.
Yeah. Can I water these plants, or is it just a window dressing? It's just window dressing, probably.
Water Hagrid.
Okay. Water Ron. I'm just...
Yes.
God damn it, he doesn't react to being watered. Hagrid is impervious to watering.
I'll get the others for the DA meeting.
What a shame. I was hoping that if you watered him, he'd turn into PS1 Hagrid.
There's like he just short circuits and his polygons fall out, and he becomes the PS1 Hagrid.
Hell yeah.
And then if you water Harry, he just becomes PS1 Harry.
And then he can leap across the entire castle in single bound.
Yes.
How many chocolate cards have you got? I've got 187.
Hadn't you?
I wanted to talk to that. Let's try to diss somebody.
Expelliarmus! Stupefy!
I wanna at least demonstrate. I want to at least demonstrate that you can get into an encounter with someone when you diss them hard enough.
Wingardium Leviosa!
What can you do with this, though?
Ruining Stonehenge.
Oh, whatever. They've built it like several thousand years ago. They can build it again. It can be that hard, right?
Clearly.
We already beat up these gobstone children.
Even the minister says he's mad.
Yeah. Chops and gravy.
Yummy. I'm so tired today.
No, thankfully, because now I have opened the passage, I don't have that side quest passage. By the way, you probably didn't have sound then, because obviously...
Right.
But go back to the stream and listen back to that cutscene when we sneak up on the Slytherins telling the password. It's the best. Trust me.
Okay.
If I didn't have to open, I'd leave you out here, Potter.
Wretched children.
You're late, Potter. Inside.
Well, how was I supposed to know if I was late? Frickin' there wasn't any fucking time trial I had to beat on the way here.
I didn't get a weird clock transition when getting here, right? How am I supposed to know that 6 hours have passed? And I just sat there in front of the fireplace like a doofus, waiting for my friend's pet to get murdered.
Seriously. Being real unfair to us this year, man. Glorious 60 FPS.
I mean, the stream is only 30, but like, yeah. The PS2 version, I believe, was actually in 60.
What's in the Department of Mysteries?
What?
I'd forgotten I'd seen it. When I've been there for the hearing. I've been dreaming about it. Voldemort's been thinking about it. What's there that he wants?
There are many things in the Department of Mysteries, Potter, few of which you would understand, and none of which concern you. Do I make myself plain?
But
this lesson is over.
Well, he doesn't have a point.
Waiting for you in the room of
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the DA is going really well. Everyone's making.
I just love that the Chamber of Secrets wasn't enough. We also have a Department of Mysteries.
Chamber of Secrets, Department of Mysteries, Secretary of Secrets. No, that we already had secrets.
Secretary of the Unknown.
Yes, yeah.
It was all.
What?
Here to revise, Potter. Make sure you don't waste my time. Begin.
Wingardium Leviosa!
So is this required, or is this just another mini game you can do?
It's another mini game you can do.
Okay.
Like after you submit your homework for the
for this place,
class.
Yeah. What if it was the rhythm game from the first game again?
It like they do like a proper potions mixing mini game in the sixth game, and it's actually really good. Like legitimately one of my favorite parts of that game.
Seeing you fucking fumble your way through the fucking rhythm games was great.
How do you like? Well, it didn't help that, especially with the Incendio one, the frame rate just got
like amazingly.
Yeah, the more you did the thing, the game slowed down more. But yeah, this is nowhere near as good as.
I just love that you drop bottle and all into the frickin' pot. You don't pour it, no, just throw that bitch in there.
No. In the sixth game, they actually like make you specifically prepare all of the stuff that you pick up.
Slytherins are supreme.
Like for example, some things you just drop right in. Other things you have to shake before you do. Some other things you pour straight in. Most of the things you pour straight in, and you have to like measure just how much you pour in, and the controls are actually really good for that. And it's all done with the analog sticks. It's like a surprisingly well done minigame. And pretty much the moment it became available, oh wait, why did I do this? There is a portrait passage that goes straight to the 7th floor. I should have taken it. Gonna fix it now.
I just like how that lady portrait was like, I wish I could tell Snape you were doing this. I'm pretty sure he already knows. Like,
I'm pretty sure he knows everything.
Yeah, like.
What is this? No, that's the. Get past Ron and Hermione.
Just lock her off. I was like, can you seriously lock Hermione out?
Harry, my aunt says you can produce a fully corporeal Patronus. Is that true?
Yeah, it's.
Anyway, Troy, what kind of pizza did you get?
I never knew that. Why don't you teach us Expecto Patronum?
All right, but you'll need to think of a really happy memory to get a powerful Patronus. Now copy me.
Now, Patronus is really, really hard, so you just have to waggle your wand.
Yeah, just wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Yes.
Cheese. What kind of cheese,
It
bro?
doesn't matter. Run, Harry. What are you waiting for? Run!
You're for it now, Potter.
Now, this fight is very hard. What you have to do is, basically you don't even have to win as far as I know. But the only chance you have at winning is pretty much if you just keep striking Protego.
Well, yeah. Considering it's 4-on-1 or 5-on-1, Jesus.
Yeah, and when you get hit, it's like you just... yeah, like
Triple
you
cheese,
just...
not bad.
Yeah, like you pretty much don't have a chance.
Him! Excellent, Draco. Excellent. 50 points to Slytherin. I'll take him from here.
50 points for breaking and entering. I'm glad
for destroying the castle.
Dictate that. Yeah, glad you're able to dictate.
Professor, no!
Be quiet, Harry. I instructed Harry to form this organization, and I alone am responsible for its activities. But I'm afraid I have no intention of going quietly.
So he killed all of them.
It's what they deserve. Only the 6th. Well, not stream it, maybe. I don't know. Depends on Nico.
Until the 6th one. At least, like, I don't even own the 7th and 8th game.
Because they're bad.
Yeah, but we are going to... We're definitely going to cover the second JRPG on the GBA, the Game Boy Color, I mean.
Yeah. Like, this made sense to me. Why was Umbridge made the head when she was just hired? Wouldn't, like, literally anybody else be made head?
Like, for example, I don't know, McGonagall.
Right, like...
But yeah, we need to... Oh.
Attention, children! Hogwarts students must not run, cast magic, play tricks, or smirk in the corridor. Mr. Filch will be having...
Or smirk.
Smirk.
Literally no fun allowed.
Yeah, we have to go this way. It gets a little bit confusing getting to Hagrid's hut once you're at one of these one of these places, because
I don't know. He'll be doing things for the Order all the time now.
Yeah, speaking of future Harry Potter games, we have not heard anything about that new one they're supposedly making.
Yeah, the one I mean, I hope they take this one as like an example.
Right.
Because they're going for an open world thing, if I recall correctly, or at least from what very little they.
I'm so tired today.
I'm also honestly surprised that they're doing another Harry Potter, considering, you know, Fantastic Beasts. Do you think they'd be making a Fantastic Beasts game?
Honestly, Harry Potter is probably still more popular.
Well, it is, but I'm saying, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Harry Potter is still insanely popular even now, even though the series has been over, like, what, 6-ish years? 7 years? Something like that.
Actually, yeah, something like that, actually. But yeah, now we're gonna get into one of the more annoying fights in the game, where you just literally have to spam Protego and just hope that Hermione and Ron do the rest.
That seems to be the battle plan in just about every fight.
Yeah, the previous one really is impossible, because unless you hit somebody enough while when they're sitting on the ground, they don't count as, you know, died. They'll just keep getting up.
Now watch, we'll look up a video of that fight later, and it'll be one dude doing all this, like, anime shit and just beating it, no problem, without even getting hit.
It's just like, what did you... I pressed the red bumper. What? There isn't a red bumper.
Substandard teacher, but finally someone in authority realized it too.
Watch it, Malfoy.
Of course, the Ministry had to send some wizards to help Professor Umbridge. Him being half giant, they thought he'd be too stupid to understand he got the sack.
That's it, Malfoy.
Ron, no! Quick! We've got to help him!
So, Ron, Hermione, you do this.
You guys do all the work, I'll be over here.
I'm just going to...
constantly cast Reflect. We're Kingdom Hearts 2 now.
Yeah, like that previous fight, it was super not in your favor. Like you saw me casting like, you know, Expelliarmus on people. They just did not work.
Yeah.
Somebody freaking cast Expelliarmus on him and call it a day.
So clever, don't you, Potter? But times have changed.
And you accidentally hit Ron.
Who said accidentally?
First Dumbledore, now Hagrid and Professor McGonagall. What are we gonna do?
We have to do something. We have to fight Umbridge somehow. Let's find the others. We'll show Umbridge who's really in charge at home.
This game didn't have P, Starman.
Actually, yeah, that's actually the case. They went for the thing that was popular at the time with removing all of the HUD elements, and they did a really good job with that, because you can really play through the entire game without ever opening the menu, unless you're pausing the game or like want to specifically manually save at the moment. You never need to open the menu for anything, unlike it was like super opposite with the third one. Like the only thing you ever have to open the menu for is well, pretty much the map.
Hey, Harry!
Speaking of removal of 2D elements, I love that oh wait, cutscene, hold on.
Ah, dang it. Whatever. I forgot there was somebody in the Owl Tower. But we'll do that later.
The Weasley twins gave me a message.
Yes? What is it?
Yeah, so this is a cool part of the game. We're now sabotaging Hogwarts.
We're gonna blow this bitch up.
Oh yeah.
Those fireworks gonna come in handy.
Mm-hmm. It's nice that they established that element beforehand, so it doesn't come out out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of removal of 2D elements, with the latest update to Smash Ultimate, how now the game has a replay editor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love to this day the best replay editor still belongs to Dissidia, a PSP game.
Even after Smash Ultimate?
Yep, because don't get me, Smash Ultimate's replay editor is good, but the Dissidia one, you just do so much shit with that. Like, people made, like, official-looking cutscenes and shit out of that replay editor.
Yeah,
like, it's honestly impressive.
I remember in it was like very popular for like machinima stuff at the time.
Yeah. And then fucking Dissidia NT was like, you don't need that shit, and we were like, why? Fuck. Like, honestly, I think every fighting game should have a replay editor as good as Dissidia's. If not better.
You've got to admit, Fred and George really know their stuff.
They said they'd hidden boxes in the other courtyard.
We're turning this place into a fucking turd.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll stay here and see if any hinky punks come.
She's so adorable. But yeah, so I don't have just to make sure that I don't have to, you know, go back all the way here, since there is literally no shortcut to the Owl Tower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go there right now.
Yeah.
They actually fixed that in the next one. There is a shortcut to pretty much everywhere. It makes a little bit less... Like, they changed the map slightly. In the next one, but for the most part for the better. It's just a little bit of a shame that you don't really have to explore it as much, and the game pretty much shoves you into progressing through it as quickly as possible.
Hey,
Rip.
Oh god, it's Colin. We're turning around.
Did you know you can put these boxes in places to blow the place?
You taught us properly. I wish I could. Then I could show that stupid inquisitorial squad. You know they're reporting people to Umbridge when they haven't even done anything.
Yeah, I know, Colin, but
I want to fight them like you and Ron and Hermione. Fred and George said I could. They gave me these boxes of Honeydukes chocolates to post to the inquisitorial squad. But I can't even get into the owlery to send them.
I'll help you.
What? Really?
Yeah, but why do Fred and George want to send chocolates to the inquisitorial squad?
Because they're not really chocolates. They're some really, really loud howlers. As soon as the inquisitorial squad opens them, they'll get chased around by howlers shouting really rude things at them. Fred and George have brilliant plans. We just need to find a way inside.
Finally, he's impressed with somebody other than Harry.
Right.
We'll help, Harry.
One would totally bend over for Harry.
Probably.
Oh,
can I... No, I cannot lock onto them. Let's see. Yeah, he was in the second one, I know.
Yeah.
But I don't remember him, like, I think he was in the first one, I don't remember him as much.
Can you imagine their faces when they get the howlers? Can you imagine falling from up there? How cool would that be? It'd be like being a bird. Until you hit the ground, which wouldn't be good.
Exactly.
You know, no pressure, Harry.
Shout to me when you get to the ground floor.
Okay.
Are you there?
Okay, Colin.
Wow, you made it. That was the best climbing I've seen ever.
Thanks.
God damn it.
Now pass me those boxes before Umbridge catches us.
Okay. Wingardium Leviosa. It's on its...
Whoa.
way. Did you get it?
Yeah. Thanks.
Fred and George said you need to put the boxes into the empty owl holes. Some holes on the ground floor, some upstairs, and some in the rafters.
I'm ready for another box.
Okay.
Chocolates.
Mm-hmm. Chocolates.
I've done all the
Now where's Rawberry?
I knew you'd do it. Don't forget the ones upstairs. Wingardium Leviosa.
I don't need... I need floor to walk on. There we go.
Walking is for poor people.
So long as I have clipping, I am fine.
I need another box.
Yes.
Brilliant. Wingardium Leviosa.
Zhoo.
I need another
Oops.
box, Colin.
Okay.
Rip.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Thankfully they did think about this.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Right.
Like, you don't, you can drop them.
That's it. Send me the last one.
That's brilliant, Harry. Wingardium Leviosa.
Because it's possible to get it down from down above, but it's just some 2000s bullshit.
Done it. I'm coming out now.
Nice one, Harry. This will show the Inquisitorial squad. Wait, Harry Filch is coming. Quick, get to the window on the top floor.
I can't get to the window. It's too high.
Fred and George said I might need to fix stuff. Look for something to repair so you can reach the window. What are you doing after your...
Again, if this were PS1 Harry, you could get up there no problem.
If this was PS1 Harry, he could probably jump from all the way down there.
Right.
With only minor injuries. He's like 3 HP lost.
Isn't it funny that owls are called owls, like owls? You could take your owl to your owl. How funny would that be? Watch out for the owls, Harry.
Do you think your whole life would flash before your eyes if you fell? I wish my life was as cool as yours, Harry.
I wanna scare off all of the birds.
Colin, what the fuck is your deal, man?
Colin is fucking creepy.
Like, jeez. Wouldn't it be great if you were just dying, Harry?
Wouldn't it be great if you fell? It would be like a bird until you died.
God.
It's actually really impressive that they bothered to make the backgrounds extend as far as they do in this game and them not just be JPEGs.
Yeah.
Because usually in games that have like a background extending as far, they do just plant a picture, which of course would look better. But here it's just, well, a little bit more authentic with it being a game, you know?
Yeah.
Nice one, Harry. Those howlers will give those Inquisitorial losers a right ear bashing.
You did really well, Colin.
I did. Thanks, Harry.
Now get out of here, quick, before Filch catches you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, Harry. Wow, I helped Harry Potter. Dennis is going to be so jealous.
Let's just run. Let's hope we don't meet. We don't meet Colin again. Ever. Did you know you can replenish your health with those chocolate frogs? Yes, Colin, I do.
God.
Sassy Potter from the PS1 game was great.
Yeah.
The second game overall was just such a, like, even all of the system was just such a masterpiece. I mean, freaking Hermione, even after she was petrified by a basilisk, she still attended the house point ceremony.
Yes.
You know, I may be petrified, but I will still attend classes.
That's fucking vacation here, fucking vacation.
Yeah. Alright. I believe there is somebody I can meet right up here.
Harry, I've got a plan.
There we go.
I've been thinking, if we mess up the clock in the clock tower, Umbridge won't be able to run her lessons on time. But how do we mess it up? It's massive. Simple. We move a few of the cogs around, and the clock will go berserk. Come on, Harry. It's genius. Okay, let's do it.
I can't really help. Not with being a prefect. But if I was to stand in
Or
the courtyard
destroy
and keep a
all the
lookout,
cogs. I
I
mean,
wouldn't actually be doing anything wrong, would I? Let me know when you've finished. Ron, you're a prefect too.
We need to get the clock running backwards first. We need to move all the
ah, sweet, thanks, Troy.
Now this is a fun little mini game. Just have to Wingardium Leviosa the cogs to the opposite side.
Troy, you should try stoner pizza sometime. It's pretty good.
Try looking upstairs.
Although if you look very closely at those cogs, they don't really align.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. Oh well.
This is so cool. Anything useful up there? There are some spare cogs. Great. Pass them down to me.
Okay. Catch it.
Catch.
That's all of them. Then come down.
Just cause mass chaos. Dents in the floor.
Yes.
Hi. Let's put the spare cogs in that bit over there.
Now the first part of this was actually really simplistic. With this one, you do actually have to take into account, like, you know, how big the cogs are.
Right.
In order to actually attach them to the right thing, because I'm not sure if they will automatically attach themselves correctly. They may just attach themselves correctly, or they may not. Let me see, because this looks. There we go.
Cool. I told you this would be cool. I can't wait to see Umbridge's face.
The moral of the story is that you can't trust the system.
Before we get caught.
Nope. Alright. Also, I love this sped up clock sound. Let's see. Who's close by?
We should find the DA members and make sure they're all right.
That'll make Umbridge think for a minute.
She might even have second thoughts about getting her hands on Hogwarts.
Come on, mate.
Excuse me, people. I need to like look at the floor. Yeah, there we go.
Guys, can you get out of my way? I got something important to look at.
Can you
I'm
get
just stairs
your
down.
faces out of the screen? Thank you. They're even synchronized.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they arrest Dumbledore soon. We need your help. We...
Students are reminded that passing notes in class is prohibited.
Oh god. You didn't hear that, but like the way she said it with her accent sounded like students should be reminded that passing nudes in class is prohibited.
Let's do it.
Damn, that's what I do all the time.
Dang. It'd be that way though. So this is one of my
Please remember, children, your homework is fun. You should enjoy your homework.
this is one of my favorite quests in this game. You'll see why.
Quick, pour the potion on it.
This is the High Inquisitor. I eat frogs.
Dang, that
It worked.
the subtitles didn't load in.
So what happened there?
Basically, what this does is it makes her say stupid things through the megaphone. And what she said there was, students should be informed that I eat frogs. Let me see.
It's like the fortune teller in 102 Dalmatians.
And she probably did.
It's all about bald bearings.
Yeah, and they have several of these quests. So just do them and then do the rest of the courtyards.
We should go to the common room soon. Can you help us again, Harry? We've made some more bubbling beverage. Here's the potion. We'll keep an eye out, Harry.
Ron, you keep a lookout over here. I'll go over there.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Thanks for helping us, Harry.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for helping us, Harry.
Thanks for doing all the work, Harry.
There we go.
Quick!
Children, remember you must be naughty. Very, very naughty.
Great! We'll meet you by the next speaker.
Don't take too long. Someone's bound to notice the speakers are breaking.
We've still got 4 speakers left to find.
There we go. Still got 4 speakers. Dang, this quest is a lot longer than I remember.
Had any more hallucinations?
Get lost.
Even the minister says he's not. Ignore them, Harry.
I can't think of anyone who's been here 50 years.
Then maybe...
Dang it. I'm going to go to the Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. I know it's Myrtle's bathroom. Yeah, it's not close by. I'll go there on the way.
I'm going to the Abbey to post a letter. Want to come? Yeah, that'd be fun.
Because like this is what I meant about the quest resetting the moment you turn off the game. Even though I have learned what the password was for that guy, because I didn't talk with him after I learned the password, the quest did not finish.
Jeez.
But thankfully, this is the one of the shorter, like the one of the normal ones, unlike the one where you have to talk to literally every portrait in the game. Which we've already done. These already done? I believe I already examined this one. Whatever.
Slytherin for the cup.
Get lost.
ya.
Ah, I need to go to the...
Homo Futurus Unus.
Pass for friend.
I heard Harry had to fight off 20 Dementors in the summer.
Let's look for the other speakers. Wingardium Leviosa!
I'm sorry, Ron. I missed. That was Hermione. I'm sorry, Ron. I keep missing you. There we go.
Can you help us again, Harry? We've made some more bubbling beverage. Here's Ron. You keep a lookout over there. I'll go over there. Quick!
Dung bombs are strictly prohibited. Mr. Filch has a terrible smell.
Umbridge is finally making sense.
They're so childish. I love it.
Exactly. That's what I love about them so much. All right, let's go to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. And I am right now over here, so if I...
Loser!
Go down the stairs from here, I believe, or... No, there is a courtyard here anyway, so I need to go here.
Harry! Hey, Harry!
You won't believe what we're doing.
Setting off portable swamps for Fred and George?
Yeah. How did you...
I got the next one down for you, but then Malfoy slimed up, and I had to hide it.
And she did a good job actually hiding it.
Poor old Potter must be so upset.
Wingardium Leviosa! Nice one, mate!
Let's put the swamp box in the middle of the courtyard. You really don't want to do that.
Get lost.
You think you're so good? Take this, Potter!
Harry! Expelliarmus! You won't win. Hermione! Stop it!
There we go.
Brilliant! Well done, Ginny. Thanks, Hermione. Hey! I helped too.
Thank you, Ronnie Wonnie.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Okay, now without any interruptions, let's turn this place into a mud bowl. There we go.
Reducto! Yeah!
Let's hope this makes Umbridge's name mud at the Ministry.
Yeah, she'll be swamped with complaints. Can we go now?
Oh god. These dad jokes. They're the best. Alright. I'm actually not gonna go through there. I'm gonna go to the Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. God damn it, Harry. This game sometimes has that thing where when it changes the camera angle and you keep pressing the same direction, you will start walking in the completely different direction.
No, I want to know if you can use the secret passage behind Boris the Bewildered.
Why? Do you promise to come back and visit me if I tell you the password?
Yes, of course.
It's forget me never. I hope you never forget me, Harry.
Of course I won't.
By the way, could you check if the stream is looking correctly? Because I'm getting
Oh, yeah.
different colors.
It looks good on my end. I have no complaints.
Okay.
So.
I mean, if it looks, if it doesn't look too good, then I always have the PS2 version recorded anyway. If somebody wanted to see what this game looks like.
In 1440p, 4K HD.
Well, no, it's actually it's actually 575p.
90 FPS.
25 actually.
And with a few HD filters slapped on it, so that way it looks good to, you know, Square Enix.
Hey.
I mean, it really doesn't.
Isn't there a speaker near here?
Would you
Help us
please?
again, Harry. We've made some more bubbling beverage. Here's the potion. We'll keep an eye out, Harry.
Don't pull that.
I
face
would
off.
please.
Someone's got to keep a lookout.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Thanks for helping us, Harry. Great!
Just drop it. Drop. Drop. Thank you.
Anyone given a detention will...
I just had a thing, since this will be the first time I'll bring it up on stream, I think. I've brought it up in our recorded vids before. Do you remember that old ass, back when the first and second movies were out?
Yeah.
When they had that official sorting hat thing that you could do? Like, they gave you a personality test and they told you what house you'd be in?
Oh. I don't remember.
Yeah, did you ever do that?
No. I don't think I did. I don't remember.
Well, I did. And, I'll give you one guess of what house I slapped in.
Ravenclaw?
No.
Hufflepuff?
Yes.
I mean, I would want to be in Hufflepuff. Nothing bad ever happens to them.
Except for that one who died in one of the movies.
Oh, one fatality in Hogwarts is literally fucking nothing.
Considering like 30 people die a day in fucking Hogwarts.
Yeah. I mean, we don't hear about those children who just went to explore a corridor and then they just never came back.
Yeah. Troy also got Hufflepuff. Apparently. But yeah, that's the one I got caught. Now, like, oh, thanks, you're calling me the stupid one. Dicks. Like,
I mean, in this game, at the very least, Hufflepuff actually has more house points. But yeah, I am currently backtracking to get this guy's freaking passage.
Is the password forget me never?
My goodness, you know what? I think it is. Yes, yes, how could I have forgotten that? Let's see. All I need to do now is... there we are.
Forget me never.
What? Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, and that was the last
There are lots of new things to
Portrait.
see in our secret room, Harry.
Thanks for interrupting me, Myrtle. I thought my game crashed.
well, she really wants you to visit her secret room.
Like she walked straight up to the camera, while also the game just... There we go. This one will be faster. Well, also the game stopped me from moving for a moment.
Going somewhere interesting?
Which way to go? This way. Like, see, the system is like the system with the footprints on the on the ground isn't so bad. The camera is pulled back enough that you will pretty much always notice it.
There's a speaker over there.
Mm-hmm. And
Can you help us again, Harry? We've made some more bubbling beverage. Here's the potion. We'll keep an eye out, Harry.
We'll keep an eye out for interruptions.
I think this is the last one.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Thanks for helping us, Harry.
Not what I had in plans.
Goats.
Thanks for helping us, Harry.
God damn it, just...
Just flat people with some benches, it's fine.
Students will be aware that nifflers are not fun. They are naughty. Anyone found in possession of a naughty niffler will be expelled.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Students are...
Oh, okay, there we go.
That damaging school speakers is not an offense.
They must have noticed the other ones we've sabotaged. We'd better disable the last one quickly then.
Oh, so there is one more of these. But since we're already here, let's do this test.
As you are aware, this is an important year for your studies. We shall be working harder than ever to ensure that you do yourself justice. Let us begin. Well, Mr. Potter, let us get started. I shall call out the charms I want you to perform, and we will see how many you can cast within the time limit. Your time begins now. Wingardium Leviosa.
Cast all these spells. Wiggle your wand in a specific way.
Reducto! Reparo!
Accio!
Accio! Depulso!
Accio!
This is actually a pretty cool challenge because you have to you actually have to check for the correct correct type of target.
Right.
I would grade that at outstanding. Another day's education.
But it's fine because like, you know, by this point you have interacted with more than enough objects to know exactly which kind of spells you can cast on what type of object. Let me actually find the herbology greenhouse while I'm at it, because it's close by here. And then I will knock out all of the tests.
Did everyone remember the other ingredients we need?
If you let me practice divination with you, then I can help. Want to go and watch Peeves throw things at people?
What's here? This one is already turned into a swamp.
How are you? Hi.
Oh god, what happened here?
Oh, you know.
Is it the usual?
Yeah.
Somebody didn't load the textures incorrectly.
Come in! Here to revise herbology, are you? Excellent! Well, let's get to it. This crop of mandrakes is ready for repotting. Wingardium Leviosa will do the trick. Now, let's see how quickly you can do it, Mr. Potter. Get to it, Mr. Potter.
Wingardium Leviosa!
It's nice that she's giving me those vocal instructions when you cannot really hear anything. I like that there is this one girl, random girl, walking here without earmuffs.
He's probably deaf.
Yeah, she's the only one who's allowed to attend this class without wearing earmuffs because they know anyway.
Yes. And she's like, I don't get why people hate these plants so much. It's weird.
Why do you even need the earmuffs? I don't hear anything. But then in sign language.
You know your mandrakes, Mr. Potter. Outstanding.
Hi.
All right.
There are more things to see in the room we found, Harry. You must have been busy.
Yes, Myrtle. We're definitely going to go to your room of rewards, just as promised. Alright. Let's go over here. I believe that if we go,
Dragon's egg. Pass, friend to Hufflepuff.
yeah, here I may as well just get out and get the other courtyards done. Where is the X for this one?
Those speaker things here?
Can you help us again, Harry? We've made some more bubbling beverage.
Huh, weird. This one doesn't seem to have a thing.
Here's the potion. We'll keep an eye out, Harry. Ron, you keep an eye over here. I'll go over there.
One more bench should do it. I said one more bench should do it.
Only you can Wingardium people and then just stack them on each other and then climb on top of them.
You can Wingardium people.
Well, can you climb on? Can you stack them on top of each other and climb on them to places?
Let me see. Come on. See, you can Wingardium people.
I mean, it also initiated a fight with them, so, you know, there's that.
Hey, wouldn't you get pissed if somebody Wingardiumed you?
Only slightly. I mean... She just walked up on this chick and annihilated her for no reason.
Hey, I wanted to do it for a while just to show you can.
Yeah, true. So I indirectly helped.
I don't think so. That should tear up. Thanks, Harry. Yeah, thanks. I might even forgive you for your behaviour at the Yule Ball last year.
Right. Thanks.
See you later, Harry.
Your headmistress, Dolores Umbridge, would like to remind students that she is a dung bomb and nobody likes her. Thank you.
That one's my favorite.
That is a good one.
She is a dung bomb, and nobody.
And nobody likes. I mean, it's true.
It is.
Let's look for where Fred and George have hidden the swamp. There it is. Behind me, Harry. They aren't making this easy, are they?
Fred and George couldn't put them where Filch or Malfoy would find them. Can you help me get up to the first ledge?
Yeah, we already know how to get up there.
Time to go all the way up again. With our acrobatics.
Let me actually see. Which trigger was it that I could use in order to look around? Oh, there we go. Dang, this useless. This function is useless. Because like if I go from where we picked up the camera, I'm not gonna actually be able to. Oh no, this remained fixed. Weird.
If Umbridge
I guess.
catches us up here, we've had it.
Yeah. You stay here and keep a lookout. I'll get the box. Reparo!
Yeah, I am close to something that I can climb on. Why won't you do it? There you go. I really liked how they did the stained glass windows in this game. Like, the effect is really nicely done, in my opinion.
I agree.
They angled them, like, each and every single one of them at just slightly differently enough that they reflect the light differently. So it's not just a flat texture. Oh, by the way, throughout my first 2 playthroughs, I didn't know you can climb faster.
And now you can.
Now let's get this to the middle of the courtyard.
Just throw it to the ground, fuck it.
Throw it to the ground. The swamp is not my dad. My favorite house has always been Ravenclaw, honestly. Like, that's the one I would want to be in.
Because it's full of nerds, is that why?
Yeah. And Ravenclaw is probably the house that would collect all of them Yu-Gi-Ohs and shit.
Collect all the cards, including the Harry Potter card.
Oh my god, if they made like a Yu-Gi-Oh variant of no, a Harry Potter variant of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like a no, you just leave it be. I just want to burn this.
Actually, if UFS picked up the Harry Potter license, that'd be pretty rad.
Yeah.
That would actually get them a shit ton of money. They should do it.
Totally. I mean, like, cards are something that has already been established in the franchise.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Let's hope Umbridge finally gets them.
And then plus 2, then you could do shit like Harry Potter versus Ryu Street Fighter. Be fucking rad.
That should keep Filch busy for a while.
Fred and George are gonna make a fortune out of these. They're brilliant.
Right. Let's see what else we can do to upset Umbridge.
Let's see. I think at this point.
Hey, Potter, what do you want, Malfoy?
Professor Snape wants to see you in his office. He says it's time for your remedial.
God, this smirk. Look at his face. Look at his face.
You can't even work out which end of the cauldron to light the fire under.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
That was pretty much the mark that that we have done all of the side quests to piss off
Umbridge.
Yeah, all of the tasks are done. We have actually also done all of the homework and actually all of the major quests in the game.
Well, while you're heading to Snape, I am gonna grab my mail because I just heard the mail person, so 1 sec.
Sure thing.
Come on, we need to get to Arithment Thing.
Slytherins are supreme. I don't think.
If I didn't have to open, I'd leave you out here, Potter.
Let's move in and let's just wait for a little bit. I need to take my freaking medication for my cough. Yeah, I did actually. I did actually just notice that the tags that Twitch has picked for this game is stealth, action, which stealth I really don't understand. Action I kind of understand, but more it would be more so point and click adventure and open world. That's how I generally describe this game. But yeah, let's actually see what the game information says at this point in time. 74% total discovery points, and that's actually all that far away. Wizard chess players beaten, that's not gonna happen. Gobstones players beaten.
Bullshit, you beat like 2 of them.
Yeah.
Why does it say 0?
I don't understand. Maybe you have to beat them several times. Luna's belongings.
Proof superiority.
Fred and George's packages found. We found most of them. Chess statues found almost all of them.
Animal footprints. Fuck, Okami is in this fucking bitch.
Tidied Hogwarts. We only have one more stain to clean up. It's probably one of the freaking leaf piles that I didn't do.
Probably. You should probably go
Complete
clean one
all
of those.
teachers mini quests. Oh. I think what happened, I never actually completed McGonagall's quest, and it's probably now reset. But
So
whatever, it's not. I never meant for this to be 100% run.
Have you been practicing? Yes. Well, we'll soon find
My
out.
Dino Thunder coin came in the mail today.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. Like, honestly, these coins do look way better in person than they do in pictures.
Well, it's good that it's not the opposite.
Yeah. Although that said, for this specific coin I got, I just noticed a small nick on the edge of it, but it's really not that noticeable, so it's whatever.
Enough. Your lessons are at an end. Get out.
Friend George want to see you. They're on the 5th floor.
Are you all right, Harry?
Yeah. Let's find out George.
I love that. Get out.
Yeah, they sort of completely dropped that moment where they reveal that Harry's dad was an asshole.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It is, but I also don't think that this game has enough fidelity with its storytelling to really give that
to really pull it off, yeah.
Yeah. I keep trying to just because like the D-pad is not used for anything in this game, so I always keep thinking like how it is in modern games where the D-pad is just the map button.
Right. But yeah, I now have all the power coins that I wanted.
Nice.
Unless in the future they come out with other ones that I think would be cool to have.
Fred and George are waiting for us on the 5th floor corridor.
Yeah, this music right now is really being ominous.
Eh. That reminds me, Troy, you need to finish your character sheet.
Fred and George are waiting for us on the 5th floor corridor.
Is this the 5th floor? Yes, it is.
Hey, Fred, George, is anything the matter?
We've had a tip-off. Umbridge found out it's us who provided a little presents that have been left for her.
What are you gonna do?
I've always felt our futures lay outside the world of academic achievement. I've been thinking the same thing myself.
Everything is set. The swamp is in place.
Just keep your eyes open and your heads down and get to the entrance hall. You'll have the best view from there. Let's start the show with this swamp box. I think a little incendio or reducto will do it.
Oh, and by the way, right now, we're controlling Fred and George.
Why?
Because they put it on the box. That's the weird part.
Incendio.
Huh.
Yeah. It's one of the things that I wanted to bring up way later about this game, and it's false advertising on the box. Like this is like the game that they sold is great. It just wasn't what they advertised on the box itself. But I'll talk about it in more detail after we finish.
I'll have you whipped for this.
I do believe this is where we leave, Fred. Accio Broom!
And so they left Hogwarts forever.
Yes.
Oh, I hope she tries banishing them. You think she'll be upset when that makes them multiply by 10?
Basically, this minigame is a little bit of a mess. You just have to have the thing in your view, and then you start wiggling the wand, and then you do the thing. There we go.
Gotcha!
Incendio or reducto, and we'll go out with a bang. So long, we won't be seeing you. Don't bother keeping in touch, you old bat. Get the help from us, Peeves.
She should be dead.
You'll have to kill me! Oh, I will. But first, Crucio!
They also mentioned Peeves.
Yeah.
But you're sure you're all right?
I'm fine, but Voldemort has Sirius. I saw it.
But what had Voldemort meant for you to see? To get to you?
What if he did? I'm supposed to just let Sirius die. The chimney in Umbridge's office. We can use the Flu network to get to Sirius. Come on.
You were going to Dumbledore, weren't you? Very well. The Cruciatus curse ought to loosen your tongue.
No! It's illegal! Even Minister Fudge! Tell her, Harry! It's not worth another second.
Oh, wow.
What isn't? I knew Dumbledore was planning something. A weapon, then, is it? Take me to it.
Well, where is this weapon? There isn't one, is there?
You know, I really hate children, but if it falls to me to tie up the loose ends, I will do what must be done. You have no business here. This is a ministry matter. Protego! Crucio! Filthy half-breed!
Stop it! Stop!
Hand me, you animal! Hand me, you beast! I am Senior Undersecretary to Lord Jane Umbridge! Let me go!
We have to get to Sirius. Come on!
Thank you, Grop! But Harry, how exactly are you planning to get all the way to London?
Let's just get back to the castle.
I like
how they were like, well, that's a thing.
It's just a lot of things happen just now. We need to keep the pacing going.
To be fair, I wouldn't mourn Umbridge either. I'd be like, oh, well.
She deserved it.
Oh, she
also,
It's Malfoy.
Also, the Centaurs were much sexier in the PS1 game.
Oh, yeah.
Mudblood friend to me.
Not even a debate there.
Go ahead.
It's basically like you learn a lot of spells, but it's basically all about casting Protego and Expelliarmus over and over.
Yeah.
That's it, Malfoy, run! I have to get to London. Sirius is in trouble. How are we going to get to London? We? Look, it's not that I don't appreciate... You don't have to do this all by yourself, mate. Dumbledore's army was about doing something real. Or was that just words? We don't know how to get to London anyway.
We fly, of course.
Pacing.
Yeah.
This is the place I saw in my dreams. The place Voldemort has been trying to get into. Where they're keeping the weapon, the Death Eater's one. The door is at the end.
Harry!
We have to find Sirius.
How did they get in there?
Pacing.
I guess.
That's literally how.
Harry, what if he never was here? What if Voldemort tricked you into thinking you saw Sirius?
This has your name on it, Harry.
The one with the power to vanquish the Dark Lord approaches, and the Dark Lord will mark him as his equal. But he will have power the Dark Lord knows not. And either must die at the hand of the other, for neither can live while the other survives.
Run! What are those things?
Death Eaters!
Just run!
Even though this is a cutscene, they still
are casting and shit and running into each other.
Yes.
Get off me!
like his parents. Wait. Give it to me.
Lucius Malfoy!
Give me the prophecy, Potter. You really expect to stand a chance against us? Give it to me!
Get away from my godson!
Sirius!
You've done beautifully, but we'll take it from here. You've proved you can take on children, Malfoy! Get a fight like a man! No! No! You have chosen the wrong path! Protego!
And now we're serious, inexplicably.
Because advertising.
Because, yeah, basically. Dang. That bitch is using my strategy.
I know, right? What a harlot. Jeez.
Some bitch named Deltrice. There we go.
Careful, Sirius!
All die!
Crucio!
Do it, Harry. She killed him. Do it!
Harry! It was foolish of you to come here, Tom. The Aurors are on their way.
By which time I shall be gone, and you... dead.
Dumbledore!
It is time to end this, Tom.
Feeble Dumbledore. Your time is...
And now we're Dumbledore, and...
Your power
Come
is
on!
waning. I got
It is time to end this, Tom.
Battle of the Giants. Just stand
Battle
right
of
in
the-
front of each other.
Battle of the old people. More like it.
My knees aren't what they used to be.
Good will not be defeated.
Okay, and now we move to the second part of the fight, where he will just...
Tiring.
just like...
And this is the greatest wizard of his age.
I'm just...
The Aurors will be here soon.
You just need to, you know, like...
Hate will never triumph.
use Protego once he does, which isn't any different from how you do things normally, except for this time I forgot.
own evil Dumbledore.
It is time to end this war.
The most annoying part about this is like you have to damage him enough for this to be over, but the spells they just they'll just go all over the place.
And your damage doesn't even go up despite all the levels you've been grinding.
It doesn't really matter what the levels I've been grinding. I'm not even playing as the characters I was playing as before. Like, that's another part. It's just like... It's like, what's the point? Ultimately, like, they make me play as several different characters for the final fight. It's just like, hey, all of that effort you put into leveling, it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously I wasn't actually putting effort towards leveling because I just sort of said fuck it, you know? I just only explored because exploring was fun. Oh no, he's using table kinesis!
You weren't lying to me when you said this game had that. So, confirmed, universe is Valerians.
Have you learned nothing, Tom?
Okay, it's over. Table kinesis is over.
You do not seek to kill me, old man. Above such brutality.
There are other ways of destroying a man, and fates worse than death.
I will kill you now, old man. Then again, if your own death means nothing to you.
Voldemort?
Harry, stay where you are!
Oh, it's harder because he's closer and we're gonna have to do this for longer.
That's fine.
He even got bored with it and just dropped his wand for that one. I remember on the Wii this being a lot harder than it needed to be. Or rather, I didn't understand exactly what the fuck it was supposed to be, so I just wiggled the Wii remote and eventually it worked.
Friendship, or loyalty, or love, or real happiness. And I feel sorry for you.
I saw him! It was Voldemort!
He's back.
Prophecy said, neither can live while the other one survives. It means one of us has got to kill the other in the end.
Yes.
I'm sorry about Sirius.
The papers are reporting Voldemort's return. Even the prophets had to admit he's back. He you all right, Harry?
I've been thinking. Even though we've got a fight ahead, we've also got one thing Voldemort doesn't have. Something worth fighting for.
You've not visited our secret room for a long time. You should see what's in there.
You know, we actually should. Because otherwise you don't get any credits in this game. And this was pretty much it for this game.
That was what I expected.
Hi, Luna. What are you doing here?
Well, I've lost most of my possessions. People take them and hide
But yeah, I
them.
like it.
But yeah, we'll go to the room of requirements. I will show off the kind of stuff that you get. There is one more quest that I unlock right now, but we're not gonna be doing it.
Why not?
Basically, it requires you to go all around Hogwarts to look for stuff that Luna, to look for stuff that people throw around, Luna's stuff that people threw all over the place. And like it literally is all over the place. But yeah, that was it for Harry Potter 5, more or less. I really like this game, but one of its
Is our secret, Harry. It means none of those maybes can come in here. But you're going to come and visit me, aren't you?
Every time you discover things, my file gets heavier. You don't know how lucky you are that portraits can't jinx.
There we go. So this is a room of requirements.
Hello, Harry. I've been waiting for you. You found lots of special things, haven't you? No one's ever found things as fast as you. I hope you keep discovering them. Then you can fill up our special room. And I won't tell anyone else about it, Harry. It'll be our secret.
There are a lot of interesting things. I wonder what else will appear in here.
Yeah, so you get like little trophies.
It was achievements before achievements are a thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Since this was made as a PS2 game first, and then for other systems later.
I was a massive fan of the books, and I'd read, I think, the first and the second, and yeah, then Newsround were advertising kids to send in like application forms and that, and my mum videoed me doing this. I made this like rap song of how much I wanted to be in the film. And
are you a talking gargoyle?
Do you normally talk to ones that can't speak?
I don't normally talk to gargoyles.
Or should imagine many gargoyles are grateful for that.
Ginny was obviously the youngest and the only girl, so that's quite a lot of pressure. But I think it's quite fun at the same time, because I can kind of, as a character, she can kind of get away with things.
Well done, Ginny.
Blowing things up comes naturally when you've grown up with Fred and George.
Because I'm not doing school now, we've got more time to play on the game, so it's good.
I do quite like the action adventure, like the Harry Potter game.
Completely exceeded all of my expectations of quite what a video game could achieve in terms of realness.
I think a lot of people can relate to the characters, because there's Hermione, who's the really brainy one who always kind of thinks one step ahead, and Harry's obviously the brave but quite quiet at the same time. But then Ron's kind of the jokingly one.
Kids can sort of relate to the whole school side of it, because I mean they have lessons, they have exams and stuff, so they can sort of relate to that side. But they've also got the whole sort of magic thing with giants and all these sort of amazing sort of creatures.
A lot of films, especially and in games, it's always the adult who comes through, and they're always the big the big hero, whereas in Harry Potter it sort of shows, especially in this one, in the Order of the Phoenix, how the adults, you know, have got it wrong. Like Umbridge isn't making sense all the time, and Harry and everyone know that.
Accio Brew!
So yeah, you pretty much get interviews like this one. There is lots more, but we were obviously not gonna watch them because they're copyrighted.
I mean, I figured.
Yeah, I've tested that before. The audio is copyrighted. Not that it matters for me anyway, but like you can probably find them online as well. But yeah, I've also played this game on the PS2. It's pretty much exactly the same. Even in graphical department, it's mostly exactly similar. And I believe this was the credits. Yes, this is the credits. So, yeah, that is officially it for Harry Potter 5. And yeah. What I was gonna bring up, this game didn't do as well as it honestly should have, because they kind of falsely advertised it. That stuff about Fred and George, which lasts like a minute and a half in the game, they put as like a paragraph on the box art. That part where you fight as Dumbledore, they also put that all over the fucking box art, and they failed to really, bring to attention what's really great about this game. It's like, you know, the level of realism they have going on, which honestly is pretty impressive for 2007. How the game seamlessly, like the presentation is done to be very immersive. There aren't any elements to the HUD. You're never actually going into the menu to select anything. All that stuff is removed, so it's one of those games that's just really easy to just lose several hours at once without even noticing. And yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I wish more people would give it a try, because even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, I think this is still a very interesting game, because there aren't really many examples of people doing open world point-and-click adventure, and this is probably one of the better examples of it, even though it's not specifically what they were aiming for.
Yeah, I liked it.
Mm-hmm. Now, because, like, you know, a lot of one of the biggest gripes people had was that they didn't really have as much action in this one as the previous titles did.
Why would you want more?
Exactly. Like, especially after the fourth one, which was pretty much all action stages, and that one's the worst one by far from the games which were, you know, decently made.
Yeah.
But for me, it was never like all of the first three Harry Potter games. They were never really about the fighting or anything. It was all about walking around the castle and finding things, interacting with the environment. And this game capitalized on that in a really fantastic way.
Mm-hmm.
And the next game is going to be similar, mostly. There are some differences in how it puts more emphasis on mini games and stuff like that, but honestly the mini games were done pretty well, so it doesn't bother me. However, they basically make the exploration less important in the sixth one, making you rather want to move on with the story rather than you know, stop and look around every single corner. the game is pretty much like, this is where you're supposed to be going, so go there. But yeah. They even included people. Responsible for the Polish version in the credits. That's nice. It's also a real shame that because EA is being such a piece of shit nowadays, nobody really wants to put this on. Nobody really wants to put this on any sort of download service. I mean, I understand that probably coming into an agreement between EA and Warner Brothers is going to be a little bit of a hassle, you know. But I think it's worth it in the end to preserve the legacy of these of this game franchise, because honestly they deserve to be remembered. Lots of movie licensed games don't, but this one does, in my opinion, at least. So
yeah,
we don't oh, we do actually have McGonagall still set up as the as a freaking yeah. I don't actually like, you do a quest for her, but even when you do the quest for her, I don't remember her actually having any sort of mini game afterwards. So, you know, whatever. Play the game for yourself.
Play all the other ones too.
Exactly, exactly. Especially the ones on the PS2. Beyond the PS2 and the Game Boy Color, it's like there's one good GBA game, the third one. It's arguable. It's arguable good, but it's
it's
entertaining.
Best. It's fantastic.
Oh, it's a treat. It's one of the best
storytelling I've ever seen.
Yeah, and one of the better Golden Sun clones there are.
Yeah, that's not ironic either. It actually is.
Mm-hmm. It's like they actually got the basic elements. Of course, it's not as polished because it's a budget movie licensed RPG, but the combat is solid. The puzzles are actually like puzzles, you know. And it has the most engaging storytelling you could not expect. But yeah, thank you very much, and have a nice evening, or whatever time it is on the other side of the world.
Until Harry Potter 2 for Game Boy Color.
Yes.